Yardley London brings you Cinderella sessions with Carl Isaacs.
Hey, we're here to see Melissa. I can't wait. She doesn't know we're coming. I'm here to see Melissa. I think that's you. You've won the Yardley Cinderella sessions. Makeover for a day. One of the concerns Melissa had was that she wasn't being taken seriously in her corporate environment. Melissa has a very round face. She's got a beautiful, fresh, freckled skin. So all of these added up to her looking far younger than her true age. So what I needed to do with Melissa was help her transition from girl to woman. Her boyfriend does her washing. She's got him well trained. So what we're going to do to achieve this is strengthen Melissa's face. Contour her cheeks to give her more structure. Okay, moisturizer on. That is always your first step. Now we're going to do some line minimizer primer. A primer is a layer you put on over your moisturizer underneath your foundation. It fills in the fine lines and prepares the skin for a wonderful, flawless foundation. I then used a fantastic concealer from Camouflage in medium just to cover up that little bit of discoloration you have around your eyes. Dark circles are always equally dark on top and the bottom. And now that I've put the concealer on, what are you seeing? A beautiful eye, not a distraction from the discoloration, okay? And you're actually a really beautiful woman. You don't need a lot of makeup. So if you cover that little bit of discoloration, your eyes will already stand out. I then used the Stay Fast foundation in medium beige, which was perfect for her skin because she had this beautiful pale gold in her cleavage, which I wanted to bring up to her skin to warm up her skin tone. I generally work from the center of the face out. Okay, now you want to go over your concealer with a fine layer of foundation. With Melissa's foundation, I actually applied a little bit more than normal because I wanted to cover her freckles a little bit, to give her a more flawless finish and to help make her skin look a little bit more mature. Your concealer should never be 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone, because then it actually accentuates the parts you want to disguise. I then finished the look with matte Mediterranean powder, which also has a beautiful pale gold finish to it. What this is going to do, it's going to set your foundation and make it last all day. I'm using the matte Mediterranean on you because, like foundation, powder is similar. You have to choose a tone that is correct for your skin tone. Good.
I stare at myself all the time.
That's allowed. Eyebrow pencil. Even though she was a brunette, I filled in her eyebrows in a blonde pencil, which was a light brown. Because the base of your hair is already dark, I don't have to add dark brown and specifically never black into your eyebrow color because it'll be way too hard. But because you've been plucking, you want to fill that up. It's almost like a triangle there. Can you feel that? They needed to be filled in very fine hair-like strokes. The eyebrow should end there, so you want to take it down to about there. It's a beautiful eyebrow pencil with a brush in the other end. Comb the brush through to soften the pencil and make it look more like hair. Yeah, eyebrows are so important. If they're wrong, they ruin it. And if they're right, they just create the most incredible frame to the eyes. I used 2 lighter colors on her eyelids. One to shade her crease line called Salt and Pepper, and another one called Milkshake to highlight the brow bone and the inside of her lid. Feel where that's going? This also helped to bring Melissa's eyes forward as they were a little deep set. It's 16 hours of long wear eyeshadow, so you don't need to retouch the rest of the day. This is a color called Salt and Pepper. And we just want to create a little shade in the crease line of your eye. So you shade it, but it's still minimal. I always think for a corporate environment, you don't want to do too much black in their eyes ever, because you've always got all this down lighting from the ceiling. And it's almost always neon, so it creates shadows. To complement the color of our eyes, I used our navy blue retractable pencil. And it's a beautiful dark navy, so it really pops the color of our eyes. Can you feel that? That's called your lash bed. So I'm not physically drawing a line on the eyelid, I'm rubbing that navy retractable pencil into the lash line. Now this is really cool because it's got a little sponge tip. So you want to just smudge that line. I love a strong line with the liquid line on the eye, but this is not that look, so you want to keep the pencil soft. Have you ever seen those colors in your eye?
No.
It's incredible. It almost looks like a lion's eye. I want you to give her a really strong red lip. I used our claret pencil, just a little bit of filling in. What it does is the wax fills in any little ridges around the lip and holds the lipstick together in its shape far longer. I soften that with a cotton bud, just blending in the line before filling it in with lipstick. You should never see your lip pencil through your lipstick. Wearing lip liner alone is not a look, ladies. It needs lipstick.
And then I fill that in with a beautiful color from Color Rush called Revolution Red, which is a beautiful blue red.
When you apply red lipstick, it's very important that you apply it with a brush because precision is the key to this whole look. Okay, so I always like to start on the inside of the mouth and drag the color down. Smudge it in first, then go for your second layer. Now the amazing thing with the Color Rush collection, it is highly pigmented. So a couple of strokes are going to get you exactly what you see in the tube.
I then finish this off with several layers of Lash Burst mascara to really pop the look. Melissa actually had exceptionally long lashes, but you never saw them because they were very pale at the tips. So she was quite surprised when I put the Lash Burst mascara on her to see the actual length of her true lashes. For Melissa's blusher application, I used two colors, one called Sherry Sparkle to contour her cheeks, to add more molding and shape to her face.
And can you see the structure that gives you in the face? Carves the face, right? So can you look at that? Oh my goodness, look at you!
I then used another color called Cashmere on the cheek apple and blended it up to the hairline to give her a natural bloom.
Where as a kid, your auntie used to always go, oh, you're so cute! Look how hot you look, girl. I have a surprise for you.
When we revealed the new Melissa, it was an amazing experience. Her colleagues and her mom couldn't believe the sophisticated young woman walking into that office.
I had so much fun today. Oh, I wish every girl could get an experience like this, to get a chance to be able to get made up. It makes a big difference when somebody knows what they're talking about, is able to tell you what looks good, what does, and how you should wear. And it's nice being told you're beautiful all the time.
Yardley Cinderella Sessions. Real colour for real women.